So let's give it a few minutes and we will start our today's session shortly. All right, so I think we are live now. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with our today's webinar. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to AI Horizons, turning intelligence into impact, powered by AO Logic Technologies. I'm Jubin. I'll be your moderator for today's session. Let's understand why we are talking about this. Because in today's data-driven world, decision matters and decision makers need fast, reliable insights. But the challenge is most leaders depend on technical teams to write SQL queries, build dashboards, and deliver reports, right? That creates delays, bottlenecks, and sometimes missed opportunities. Our today's session is all about solving that. Our topic is AI meets data, automating SQL for smarter decisions, right? So in today's session, we will cover the following things. I'll just give it a brief. The first one is why AI generated SQL matters for business leaders, how language queries can cut down on reporting delays, the impact on productivity and decision making, a live coding demo showing you how exactly it works, and finally, what this means for the future of data-driven organizations. Right. So today I'm joined by Yashdeep. We call him Yash at office. Yash is a technology leader here at AOLogic with deep expertise in data systems, and AI-powered automation. He's been working closely on building practical AI use cases for enterprises, and today he'll walk us through the bottom through both the business side and the live coding side of SQL automation. Yash, welcome. It's great to have you with us.
Yeah, hi. Thanks, Jubin. Hi, everyone. Really happy to be here. So this is the one of the most practical applications we are seeing today. So every client we talk and say the same thing, like we are having lots of data, but getting the right data, getting the right insightful data quickly is something they are struggling with. So the AI-powered SQL query that generate challenges. I'm really excited to share some example and also do a coding demo with you today.
All right. So I think we can get started. So let's get to the first question. So Yash, how AI-driven SQL generation reduce dependency on technical teams and accelerate decision making for business leaders?
Okay. So traditionally, if we talk about the CEO or the CFO, so they need a data points, they raise a request, the pipeline works in that way. And then the BI team or the SQL database administrator team write the queries and then validate it, and then it's sent back to the report to the CEO or the whoever the required. So
Right.
this takes days, maybe weeks. So with AI-driven SQL, leader can ask in a plain English language, like for example, show me sales growth in South Asia in last quarter, something similar to that way. So and get the answer instantly based on that. So that reduce what the dependency on IT team first, and speed up the decision making and allow leaders to act while opportunities are still fresh. So the time, here get reduced drastically.
Right. And in these scenarios, time is very sensitive, right? The more fast we get, that is better.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, great. So now moving on to the next one, right? What efficiency gains can enterprises expect when non-technical users can extract insights directly with natural language queries?
The efficiency gain are massive here.
Hmm.
Let me explain you with an example. Like the BI and the data team spend nearly 40 to 45 percentage of their time in answering the repetitive queries they are
Hmm.
getting. So while AI taking overlap that load, the data team can focus on advanced analytics. The forecasting and the strategy, they can build that, utilize that time in a better way.
Right.
So for business leader, instead of waiting for 3 to 5 days for a report, they get in seconds because they ask in natural language and they get the output instantly. They don't have to follow that whole pipeline. So it's about collapsing the time to insight from days to minute, basically.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. So now let's move on to the next one, right? So one concern we often hear is trust, right? If an AI is generating SQL, how do we ensure the accuracy, the governance, and the security?
Mm, that's a valid concern you have pointed out. So it operates within enterprise rules. Like, for example, we can set up role-based access. So that means that the finance teams cannot accidentally see the HR data or the vice versa.
Hmm.
And every AI generated query can be logged and audited so that they can be later on monitored, and we can fine tune it, and later on as we use it more and more, then we can improve the productivity. And plus the organization can also keep some human validation layer for
Hmm.
some critical reports, maybe some reports that are more critical. So we can put a layer of human around that. So these are the 3 4 points that will definitely increase the accuracy.
Great, great. So in essentially, we are creating a safety net around the solutions that we are providing, and it helps in the governance and the security aspect, right?
Yes, exactly.
Great, great. I think we are moving in the right direction, and now let's take a time for a demo session, right? So Yash, I think you have a SQL demo that you can showcase, right? The screen is over to you.
All right, so let's make the real demo.
Yeah.
And let's assume that you are a business leader and you want to check some performance instantly,
Mm-hmm.
uh, instead of mailing to your BI team and then just typing the waiting for the questions and the reply. So the questions you can ask with them, like, show me the last quarter revenue growth by region. These are
Right.
the certain types of questions, or maybe the list of top 5 products with highest return in the past 6 months.
Hmm.
Okay, so these
Right.
are the things which we can. So let me share my screen quickly.
Sure, sure. And definitely, as you pointed out, these are really very relevant questions that, every business owner would want to understand.
Yeah, exactly. So before starting the demo, let me give you some background of it, because that is also, I think, equally important, just to get and understand the right technology and you are using the right tech stack.
Right.
So in order to design this product, our customer basically having two problems. So they want to use AI in a way so that they can utilize it to generate the report based on the natural language. So, and budget is the second constraint for them, because they don't want to spend so much of money on that. So we cater these 2 points from the client and design this POC. So So the POC, the tech stack, let's talk about the tech stack. The backend we have designed in the Python and Fast API. We have used this framework to design the APIs which will be interacting to the front end. For front end, just for the demo purpose, we have used Streamlit. Streamlit is why we have used because it is very easy to set up front end environments without getting spending times on complex web development like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So it allows you to create polished data app using the Python scripts only. Okay, and let me share you the libraries that we have used. Yeah, so as we have, as I already told you that we are using Python. So in Python, the backend is Fast API. UVCon we have used for streamlining the process from the backend, and Pendanic we have used this for data validation because that is also equally important while designing the application. Apart from that, we have used SQL Alchemy for our interaction with the database, and for loading the environment variables. These are very crucial or sensitive information. We are using python.env libraries for that. Okay, and testing purpose, we have used SQL parts just to test the basic queries it is working properly or not. And it's for UI, as I have already told you, that Streamlit is we have used. And the LLM, since to run the LLM, your machine should be really uh, uh, capacity enough to so that the one LLM can be run on that. So for that we have used an open source like Grok. So Grok is basically it's a let me share my screen to you as well. So it's basically an infrastructure for to so that you can get yourself login into that and then register yourself and get the APIs keys and use it on their server. The LLM is running and we are using those LLM with the help of certain APIs. Okay, so this is the basically the architecture of this project. So let me show you some code as well. Okay, so here is some APIs endpoints, as you can see. So let me pick one example. Like see here. So this is the API generation module here. So how the SQL queries is being generated by using the LLM. So this is passing here, and SQL generate SQL queries function is calling here. Let's open that. So yeah, here it is. So here is the code which we have used for designing those. So what it basically is doing is it's pulling the database that which we have selected and creating a schema out of it in the simple JSON format. And then I have given a system prompt here that giving that the LLM as a you are an expert SQL query parameter specialized in creating optimized product ready SQL queries, and these are certain guidelines that we want to give to them, like generally generate only valid executable SQLs, use proper indexing while strategies. So these are the certain guidelines that we have given to him, and the database schema which we have generated earlier we have used here as well. And this is the API calling from the Grok, as I have told you that. We are using system prompt which we have defined earlier, and along with the user prompt, like what user want actually. So we are giving this parameter to the Grok, and uh, we are getting the response out of it, the SQL queries based on the schema that we have pushed into it. So let's have a real demo working, so that you have the better idea around it. Let me share my.
Right, and in case anyone has any questions regarding this, you can just point the questions on our YouTube's page or on LinkedIn. Yash will be able to answer them at a later stage while as a comment, or we try to connect with you. Our end goal is to make these tools available so that everyone can use and understand how Logic can help in adopting these solutions for your use cases.
Yeah. So see, this dashboard is basically this will listing all the database uh, on which idly from for this demo we have used MySQL database. So let me pick any one database. Okay, let's pick this get license. And okay, is my screen is visible to you?
Yeah, the screen is visible. I think it's a web page that we are seeing here. And before we jump into this demo, right, let us understand few questions so that it is easier for the viewers also, right? So in this demo, basically what we are doing is we are adding the database schema which has all the tables for the solution, right? So for example, if we are integrating this to another client, we will be importing their database schema in this, right?
Yeah, exactly. We will be importing database schema to this solution, and based on that, we can generate the queries based on the natural languages.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me quickly pick. Let's pick this uh, simple query, which is saying that fetch users who are signed up uh, within the last 7 days. So it's a plain. Uh, you're not audible to me, Jubin.
Oh, I didn't said anything.
Okay. So this the fetch users who signed up with the last 7 days. So here, what is happening? I haven't uh, tell the LLM or the product or the module that which table you have to fetch for that data, and what is the column which in the database which basically storing the date from where the user is getting registered. So I haven't
Right.
told that part. I just put a simple plain language, natural language, that fetch users who signed up with last 7 days.
Mm.
So let's check. This is the SQL generate query. So let's see. Hope it work. And yeah. So okay. So see. The query that in being generated by the LLM is select star from users where created date. It's automatically fetched decided that that created date is the date for user to storing the registration date, and it has applied the MySQL database functions to fetch out all the 7 records. So once I execute this query, I'll be getting this response that let me execute it for you.
Right.
See, I'll be getting these response that total I have 3 rows in the database and 33 columns were there. These are the bytes for this data, and these are the users who got registered last week. Okay,
Got it.
so
Yeah.
19th will be the date. The 19th will be the date for these users. So by using this LLM or this product, we can make the life of the end user is quite easy, so that they have whatever they have in their mind with related to the business, so they can directly put their thought in the comment section, and then LLM will take care from there. And
Right.
not only this, I would also like to highlight that it will also suggest you the query, based on the query that being executed, that what are the performance optimization you can do, in order to improve that query. Let's suppose some column is not indexed properly and that query is being written, so it is also throwing you some insight on the performance level. So like this, you can utilize this tool.
Great,
Yeah,
great.
over to you.
I think this is really, a great solution. Yes, I would request you to run another query, right? So that do another query that,
Okay.
a business leader or a CEO or CMO would want to understand, so that, our audience understands how this solution works. So I'll also try to break it down or maybe dumb it down so that, while Yash has explained everything in more technical manner, we understand how powerful is this, right? So what essentially is happening is we are not making any code changes in the solution, right? If, for example, there is a solution which, for example, has a lot of use cases or a lot of numbers to, understand, and there is a CEO or any higher business management who want to understand the ground level reality of its solution. So in that sense, to execute that question or to get that data is very time taking, because now this question will go to the developers. They will create an SQL query. By the way, SQL query is nothing but the queries which will be taking input from the data tables that are currently in the system, and then pulling those information and then showing them in the readable manner. So this takes a time and this takes a lot of development effort also. But now with this solution, we are using AI to get the tables, get the rows which will be required by only entering humanized format, right? We are just writing natural language commands, and from those commands, our AI-based solution is able to understand and query which correct table and which correct column needs to be pulled up, and then show the solution. All right, over to you, Yash. I think let's do one more
Yeah,
query run.
one more query is there. So the next query which I have paid, that it's a simple plain query. The list the order uh, payment which have the status as failed.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So here, what we are essentially doing is Yash is trying to run a query and understand uh, which are the failed payments, right? So when we understand how many payments are getting failed, we can also, modify this query to understand on a daily level, right? For example, if the query goes like that, show me the failed payments for this date, right? So the table, the AI will generate the query and fetch according to that date. So try to understand how powerful is that, because now you are getting real-time data by only entering natural language queries. Over to you, Yash.
yeah. So I have executed this query,
Hmm.
and as you can see that the query which got executed, I haven't told that which table to look for the order. He has
Right.
himself identified the renewal order table is the right table for pulling out the order information,
Hmm.
and the payment status is the column which is having the failed as a value. So he himself, doing all this work without understanding, uh, uh, without taking help from any DBA or the database. So let me execute this query as well.
Sure.
So as you can see, I have got 23 rows with these data, and see the payment status for all these records is marked as failed, and this is live. Okay, this is the live data uh, we are watching currently. So this is how we can improve our process. uh, we can use it in any number of use cases, any number of uh, different types of report we can generate. So that's a very practical use case of AI I can see.
Great, great. Thank you, Yash. And this solution can be implemented on any available solution, right? For any client, we can directly integrate this?
Yeah, all just we need the database schema, not only the database itself, just the database schema we required. And this solution can be made easily, keeping in mind that they don't want to share their data. So we don't require this database uh, actual data, so they
Hmm.
can simply share the schema, and that the solution can easily be built on that.
Awesome, awesome. So we have some questions coming in on our YouTube live. Help me understand if we can answer this, Yash. So there is a question from Rohit saying that can you also help us understand the hardware infrastructure that can be used for on-prem deployment?
Yeah, for on-prem requirements, there are certain LLMs available now. Earlier,
Hmm.
they are not possible, but now they are available, like for which are basically small in size and dedicated for generating the SQL only. So they are very much tuned, very much trained based on generating the LLM. So we can
Right.
utilize some open source solutions or open source LLM, and then use those in our premises server to generate these kind of reports. And talking about the hardware, yeah, we will be needing a higher CPU machines to run those elements,
Got it.
like
Got it.
30 GB of RAM and CPUs, GPUs. Yeah.
Got it. All right. I think thank you. That was a great demonstration. And if anyone wants to, get this solution added to their current system, they can directly reach out to us. And yeah, thank you, Yash, for that demo. Let's move on to the. I think now we have only the final questions that's left. So I'll go through that, right? So Yash, how do you see the AI-powered SQL changing the way organizations compete and make decisions?
Okay. So I believe in next 2 to 3 years,
Hmm.
uh, I believe every leader will have an AI co-pilot sitting on their data.
Hmm.
Like companies uh, that adopt this early will spot pattern like before competitor and respond market changes faster.
Right.
So backed by the time intelligence. So the real competition edge won't be just like who has the data, but who can use it instantly. So at Aeologic, that exactly the kind of system we are helping client to build on.
Right, right, right. Rightly said. I think, the early we start, the early we get the results, right? Awesome. So yeah, I think with this, we have come to the end of our today's session. Thank you, Yash, for those valuable insights. And thank you everyone who joined us this evening for this second edition of AI Horizons, turning intelligence into impact. So here's the key takeaway, right? AI-powered SQL is not just about writing code faster. It's about unlocking the data for everyone. It puts power directly in the hands of leaders, cuts down the delays, and drives smarter, quicker business decisions, right? So at Alogic, our focus is on building AI solutions that don't just promise the future, but deliver impact today. And this is only just the beginning, right? In the coming weeks, we'll be exploring more topics like agentic AI, systems that don't just answer, but act, and AI coders like Codex, Cloud Code, tools that are now redefining how software gets built. So yeah, stay connected with us on LinkedIn and YouTube, because if today was about AI understanding your data, the next session will show you how AI can, run your workflows and even write code for you. So that with that said, Jubin signing off. Have a great evening. See you in the coming session. And once again, thank you, Yash. Everyone have a great evening. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.